Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Surplus Nut here doing another gun review. This time it's going to be on my Glock 21 SF. It's going to be the second part of the first video, and I want to start off by showing you that the weapon is unloaded. It's a Glock 21 SF 45 ACP. Let's go ahead and remove the magazine. Okay, it's completely unloaded. Nothing in the weapon. Okay, as you can see, it's the SF, and it's got the Picatinny rail. And I want to continue on where we left off from the first part, as far as showing you guys the type of holster that you can buy for this gun. There's a lot of reviews out there, and guys complain that it's very difficult to find a holster for this weapon due to the newer rail that they have inside here. This is like a 4th generation Glock. The finish on the slide is a lot more durable than the previous ones, and as you can see, I used some white crayon to fill in the indentations there for the specs on the slide, where it says Glock 21, made in Austria, 45 auto. That's the gun there. Okay. See the sights there. Later on, I'm planning on putting some night sights on this gun and a couple of extras that you can get for the Glocks. There's tons of extras you can buy for these guns and set them up really nice. The only thing I did to this weapon, like I mentioned in the first video, was to replace the trigger connector and the spring, and that lines up the trigger from, like, I think 6 pounds down to like 3.5 pounds. This gun doesn't have an external safety, which is an issue with a lot of people. That's the main reason why they lost the contract with the armed forces, and the Beretta 92 is the one that still has it with them, and it's because of the fact of the safety. Glock just barely told them plain out that you don't need a safety on this gun, and it does have internal safeties in case you have the gun loaded and it drops, butt end or whatever, it will not fire. But there's no external safety on the slide or the frame of the gun. I think the same way like Glock does. My safety is the finger. Every time you hold this weapon, you should never put your finger on the trigger. Okay, you should always keep it on the side. This is how you will hold it, okay, till you're ready to fire the weapon. Never hold the weapon with your finger in front of the trigger, especially if you have it loaded and one in the chamber. You never want to do that. You want to always keep your finger right here next to it, okay, right next to the frame, till you're ready to discharge the weapon. This gun, it's it's got a 13 round capacity, and with one in the chamber it gives you a 14 round capacity. I actually have now, it came with 2 magazines, but I purchased an extra one just so I can keep it in my double stack holster, and with 3 magazines holding each one 13 round, it gives you a total of 39 round capacity in case you ever get into any problems. The way things are nowadays out there, a lot of robberies, holdups, even at home. Sometimes they can knock on your door. You think it's UPS, or they'll disguise themselves as anybody and they'll try to invade your home. So this is, believe it or not, this is my carry gun, my concealed weapon carry gun. It's a full frame Glock 45 21 SF. I have a 380 Beretta, which I'm going to be making a video, and also a Taurus PT 92, the polished stainless steel one. I have a lot of custom work done on that gun, so be looking out for the preview on that. It's a very good 9mm. It's the same exact copy as the Beretta 92, even though Taurus did improve in a few things on that gun. But let's keep on talking about the Glock 21. It's my only 45. I don't think I'll need another one. These things are built like tanks. The finish is very, very durable on it. Every time I've gone to the range with it, like probably like about 10 times, it groups really tight, very accurate. There's hardly no recoil on it. You know, some people expect that a 45 will kick a lot and have a lot of recoil. This gun, it doesn't have that. It actually feels a little bit stronger than my 9mm. I would say like a 40. This one, being a 45, feels like if you're shooting a 40. Even though the 40, they say that it has more recoil than the 45 because it's a neck down 10mm case to be able to come up with a 40mm. So they say that it does have a little bit more recoil, but I'm just kind of trying to give you an idea. The gun really doesn't kick a lot, doesn't have a lot of recoil, is really manageable. It fits great on your hand, the way it grips. I mean, you hold these things, it's like you want to be playing with it all the time, you know, like holding it, and it's really nice when you use it. And one of the things I want to talk about on this weapon is the accessories that you can purchase for it. Like I was saying, everybody's complaining about the Picatinny rail on the bottom. Oh, I can't find a holster that fits. If I try to put it on a leather holster, it rips the inside lining. If you like the tactical holster, like the Blackhawk style, polymer style, this one, I found it, and when I saw it, I had to have it. It's the only tactical one that I have for it. My concealed weapon holster is a nylon pancake by Uncle Mike's. Believe it or not, it's very comfortable. Haven't had no problems with it. It keeps it really tucked on the side of my body. You can't see, no outline or anything with any type of clothes that I might wear. Well, this one is the I-TAC Defense line of holsters. Okay, it's made in Israel. I believe I-TAC Defense might mean, it probably means Israel Tactical Defense. I'm not sure, but it's got the paddle on the side. It's got the right through the release mechanism here on the trigger guard. It's got the hole. You stick an Allen key and you can loosen up the nut back here, and you can swivel it to however you like it. The holster, it's really nice. It inside doesn't have no sharp edges. I was surprised with that because I didn't want a holster that eventually will wear out my the finish on my Glock on the slide. Even though these Glocks, they especially the 4th generation, I think they've been coming out with the 5th generation now. The finish process on the slide is extremely hard. You will not wear it out at all. By keeping any type of holster, don't worry about that. And it goes really nice on the holster. It doesn't, like I was saying, it doesn't have no sharp edges in here. I checked everything inside with my finger in case I needed to give it some light sanding or something, that it wouldn't have no sharp edges, nothing rubbing against the finish of the gun. It does not have that. They did a really good job. They took their time doing this holster. It's got a lot of even the indentation here for the slide release. Okay, so it's got no sharp edges. It fits really good on the gun. All right, you can't shake it off, take it off, you pull it off unless you put your finger over here and release the button. It will not let the gun come out, and it clicks really nice, as you can see. Okay, it stays really sturdy. It's the I-TAC Defend holster. In the front, you can see the bubble area there where the front side is. It doesn't rub on that, right up here. And on the bottom, you can see the where the Picatinny rail is. I mean, this holster is specially made for the Glock 21 SF with the Picatinny rail underneath. Okay, it's very nice. It complements the gun really good. Okay, so you can see, very comfortable, believe it or not. It's just a little bit bulky. I wouldn't use this for concealed carry. See how it comes out? You will have to wear a really baggy shirt. Okay, next let's go ahead and talk about the magazine. It's got the same one for the magazine. Let's pull them out. Okay, it's the same type of holster. I-TAC defense, same setup with the Allen key to loosen up the paddle and adjust your setup on your magazines, how you want to carry them. Very nice finish up here, a little rough on the bottom. They did a very good job on these. Okay, very good job. The magazines also, they fit very snug. You can adjust the tension so they won't fall out. Okay, obviously if you try to do it real hard, it probably will. You don't want them so tight that you can't pull the clip out in any situation you might encounter. So right now I want to get into the breakdown of the gun real quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the magazine, and let's go ahead and pull this back. Pull these little things out. Hold on. Pull the magazine, the slide back. Problem here. These things, you gotta hold these little things down. Sometimes it can be a pain in the rear if you don't get them both the same at the same time. They got the one that you can buy for it, which I'm gonna be that will be my next thing. These little things, they stick out a little bit, and you can actually it's easier to kind of like grab it at the same time and pull them down so you can remove the slide. But after you do that, all you have is your slide with your spring. You gotta be careful when you take the spring out, it won't fly out. The spring, and then obviously your barrel. That's the breakdown of the weapon. Okay, your spring, barrel, and the slide. That's all you need to do to actually clean this weapon after you fire it. You should be okay with it. That's your barrel. So you can see the rifling in there. See, that's what you call rifling. Very nice. I have it nice and clean. Every time I shoot it, I bring it back and I clean it. And to assemble the gun, it's just real simple. You kind of like put the barrel back in. You put your spring back. Put your spring back, slide it on the rails here. And second, I kind of like ready to go. That's about it. I'm telling you, these little things here, they're a little bit difficult. That's the only thing that I find a downside to it, is the slide take up here where it holds the slide in the gun. You gotta get the ones that it stands out a little bit, because you gotta grab them both at the same time, pull them down, and then slide back and forward. Also the slide release. Okay, there we go. You can buy the one that it sticks out a little bit, so it won't be that difficult to get this thing to go forward. But otherwise, it's a very nice gun. It breaks apart real easy, very simple to do. Just a couple of issues with this little thing here. I'm hoping they would improve on that, that it will protrude a little bit more out, that you can grab them both at the same time, bring them down and bring it. But it's real simple to take apart. It's a very nice 45 if you guys are looking into buying a 45, and it's got very nice components. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and this is Mr. Surplus out. Catch you later.